Maxie, can you compare and contrast the vibe of, red ball cricket in Australia with the white ball setup of the Australian team?
No, because I can't remember the last time. Oh, actually, I played a red ball game last summer. But I spent most of that at first slip, and then I had to go to the hospital because I got hit in the forearm. So I missed most of the game, really. Got a shit umpiring decision, and that was the end of my game. Lost interest after that. But the white ball stuff's cool. That's fashionable.
What's it like inside the white ball, Australian white ball team?
White ball team's sick.
Yeah?
So much fun.
Mm.
It's just fun. Even just the characters that we've got on that side, it's just fun. Agar, Stoinis, Zampa, just some cool cats in there.
Yeah. Would you say that that kind of group, they're like the alphas of the white ball team, even though there are some red ball champions sort of in and around that team? Is it how does the social hierarchy work?
It feels like the red ball champions, legends, have to sort of dumb themselves down to, I suppose, our level. the white ball lads, I think. Because they bring the vibes, and it's like these guys are having so much fun and are so happy, and we've just been miserable in a test series for the last 3 months, toiling away, where these guys come in for 3.5 hours and having the time of their life. So yeah, we bring them back down to our level. The poor red ball guys. Poor red ball.
Is it true there's a difference in how the music works across both sort of setups? What could you describe the music kind of arrangement in the white ball side? Who's in charge? How it happens?
I can't remember. So the test series in Sri Lanka last year, I can't even remember music. I just remember it just being silent. That's how I think about red ball cricket. It's just dead silent. No one's there to watch. There's no one in the change room. You go out, face 1,000 balls, and then you come off, and that's the end of the day. But white ball, it's chaos. I think Zamps is head honcho, and I think we had Chella Luna playing pretty hectically during the T20 World Cups. That was something. Wasn't my first choice, but don't worry, it got everyone up and about. Freed from Desire pops up every now and then. That's standard. Yeah. Generally, if we're going well. But yeah, I think that it's been pretty alternative. I'll leave it at that.
What about True Blue? Was the place of John Williamson's True Blue? Is it me or you, mum or dad, or is it a cockatoo? It's
been a while since I've heard that song. Don't worry, it had its time, it had its place, but it's too new school this side, and I wouldn't say too cool for that. That's probably the wrong description. Just different. And I think that's what the white ball side is. It's just different. And those names I mentioned before, because they're different.
Maxie, you play for Fitzroy Doncaster. That's where most people know you from.
Yep.
Who do you think is the most successful cricketer that's ever played at that club?
Lloyd Mash, a very successful cricketer. Lee and Gary Watts, two legends.
Yep.
Lee Watts working at Kookaburra now for me, so that's quite nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But you put him ahead of maybe someone like yourself, or?
Yeah, I think I've got the Duck Award a couple of years running at Fitzroy. I used to go back there after a run of state and international games, sort of struck back in there, and I reckon I scored 3 ducks in a row at one stage, but over the space of 4 months.
Yep.
So my success rate's not great.
But it doesn't matter in terms of performances, when you've played for the club. It's just the fact that you represent that club.
I do represent Fitzroy Doncaster. So
any other internationals come from?
Dirk Nannis.
It's pretty good.
Dirk Nannis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dual international.
Yep. Couple of passports. Lived in England for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Dutch commentator.
Yep.
Commentating this World Cup.
Yeah.
Very happy the Dutch got in. Dutch needed a commentator.
Of course.
Dirk puts his hand up.
Bang.
Job.
Bang straight in.
Job for the boys.
Exactly right. So he's back. Another international.
Do you think you'd rate in the top 10? Top 10 that's ever been produced?
I'm probably not a homegrown. I started at Richmond and then
Right. Okay.
I moved on. I got
Okay.
dropped from Richmond, so I went to a different club to get my opportunity.
Yeah.
Who was in charge of Richmond
Who was in
at that
charge?
time?
Yeah.
I can't remember, but then I got dropped from Fitzroy, so I got dropped from 2 clubs. That was great. As a state contractor, and I was playing second 11 club cricket.
Seriously?
Really?
You were in the Vic squad playing
was in the-
twos at Fitzroy.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
let's-
Where to start
let's-
with that?
Let's zoom in on that
So,
for a second. Yeah.
what are the politics surrounding that? The Victorian team believes you're worthy of being in the state squad,
player of
which
promise.
is a level above first grade, and yet at your grade district premier club, you're playing second grade.
Well, I didn't really have a leg to stand on because I'd played the whole season and I got the tap on the shoulder and went, oh, you're going down this week. And I sort of looked at him and I went, yeah, fair enough. I was averaging 11 with the bat for the whole season, which is a top order player. It's probably not quite what was required. At that level.
11's okay in club cricket.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay.
Right. And then for the last game of the season, so I played a few games of the twos. The last game of the season, I got put back up into the ones because our twos were making finals and I couldn't qualify, and they wanted their team to stay decent, so they didn't want to put me down to threes, so they put me back in the ones.
Threes would have been even better.
It was against my old side Richmond, and I got a first baller against Alan Wise.
Oh yeah.
So it was a nice way to finish the year.
Right. And how long after that did you play for Australia?
It was about 3 years.
Yeah.
So in 3 years you went from second grade to Australia, so it can happen for people.
Well, in the same year that I played for Australia, I was playing in a pub team in Southampton because I couldn't play. I was sort of playing a little bit of county twos, but I was playing for a pub team on a Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was a genuine pub team.
Yeah.
Hard wickets, blokes keeping with like milk cartons on their chins, gardening gloves, softball.
And how'd you go there?
How'd you do?
Got a couple of 30 retireds. Batted through. Knocked it out.
30 off 75.
Yeah. No, I made my time. I had a net. Long grass. There's a couple of cows in the outfield. Played some nice places. Just, that was where I was. Pub cricket to Australia.
And that year you played for Australia.
That year I played for Australia.
So dreams do come true.
Dreams come true. You're never too far away, kids. You're a couple of pub 30s away from playing for Australia.
What is your preferred name for the level below state cricket? Like as mentioned earlier, district, premier, grade cricket, clubbies.
Look, I've been known to use the phrase clubbies for various things, and the level below has been known to clubbies.
Yeah.
To a subpar piece of cricket in international,
Yes.
sometimes are referred to as clubbies.
And you'd agree that it's whatever we call it. It's like a vitally important breeding ground for the health of Australian cricket, and that a good community vehicle for young men and women to thrive together.
Yep.
Can you name one person in fourth grade at Fitzroy Doncaster?
No. We've had a lot of turnover.
Yes.
Yeah,
We've had a lot of
that's
turnover.
right,
You know
that's
what?
right,
Like
yeah.
the thirds and the fours change it. A lot of them go back to
Oh,
like
yeah.
like local
Oh,
clubs.
okay.
and
Well,
so-
third grade then, you know anyone?
No. I wonder if Zach Machoka is still playing.
He changed clubs.
He
Liam-
changed clubs.
Liam Smith's
Exactly.
playing ones now.
Yeah.
EJ Zalabi's still a skipper.
This could be any name.
These
right?
are you making up names now, yeah.
Brad Thompson.
Oh,
BT,
yeah, BT.
Yeah. Maxi, do you think the younger generation appreciate you as being a pioneer of someone that went through all the trials and tribulations of the reverse sweep? Like you were out there on the battle lines at the beginning. For the older generation, you know, like playing reverse sweeps and people being like, why is he doing this? Just play straight. Do you think younger people appreciate what you did for them?
Yeah, it's sort of like in America legalising marijuana.
Yep.
I
How's that?
think I've legalised the reverse sweep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And the associated health benefits.
yes,
Not many people talk about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
like pain relief,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Massive economic industry as well. It's actually good for the economy.
That's right.
The reverse sweep is basically
it's
pioneered.
magnificent for the economy.
Yeah,
Oh, very good for the economy.
Yeah.
If you've got a reverse sweep, economy booming.
yeah. Well, you can build whole formats around it.
Oh.
Really, that's what I mean.
Look at what T20 cricket's done. If you don't have a reverse sweep, you're not cool.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Everyone's got one. Root's revamped his reverse.
Indeed.
It's main part of baseball, isn't it?
That's true.
They have highlights of like Stokes doing stuff, but it's more Root just reverse ramping first ball of the day.
Yeah.
That sort of chaos.
But like in the space of your career, you went from, getting pelters for playing a reverse sweep to now it's like, let's do it in test matches.
Yeah, why not? Why aren't we? In Sri Lanka, we were getting sprayed for not reversing.
That must be satisfying.
That's got to be satisfying.
that's
Because
cool.
you were right.
That's cool.
Maxie was right.
Yeah.
There's a T-shirt, Matt.
Is it?
We'll talk later.
No,
You reckon?
Yeah, we'll
commercial.
have to make it. Yeah, but,
Right.
yeah, we'll use your face and likeness.
Heads? You can have your heads like down the bottom corners. And
Probably not good for the show.
you
Me, anyway.
get the shine off it.
Yeah, that's right. Depends what sort of on the lighting. It's a lighting question.
No, it's cool that reverse is back. Well, it's
Yeah.
only like, it's been, so I think 2014 when I got absolutely nailed for playing it in Dubai to 18 when Aussie played 300 reverse sweeps against
Yeah.
Pakistan
Yeah,
to save
Pakistan,
a test
Yeah.
and how cool that was. It's not a long time.
No, incredible.
4 years. I was just a little bit off, oh well. Oh well.
Yeah, it was good for Usman, yeah.
Yeah, good for us, mate.
It's nice. Must be nice. What's your ideal afternoon tea spread? Just a straight question. Ideal afternoon tea spread. And can you finish it by saying, and that's my spread?
Yep, I can finish it by saying that. I love a warmed up sausage roll.
Yeah.
Like, what I've been doing recently is watching a lot of Rick Shields' golf videos, and he does
At the turn,
does a sausage roll review, and I straight away think of Arvo teas, like playing for South Belgrave, getting to the teas and some barbecue shapes there, some Tim Tams, but the sausage rolls in the middle, bang,
Yep.
I'm smacking them.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah.
Now it's like salad sandwiches, egg sandwiches, like I've got no interest in that. Like, go back to Fitzroy, build your own sandwich, come on. I want it already done for me.
Do you know, Maxie, I tend to agree that like what I want from my tea, I don't need like a culinary experience that you can get pretty much from anywhere these days. Like, on Instagram especially. Like, I like go back to the roots of just complete junk because I really
Oh,
only
yeah.
space in my
Well, that's
life.
its own culinary experience.
Like just get as much sugar into my body as possible, unhealthily so. Then go back out into the field, watch the other teams hit 2 for 430, and just be completely
And
dehydrated.
then sugar crash like in the last 10 hours of the
Exactly,
day
but
and
that's
literally just
my-
be useless to the team.
But that's summer to me,
Yeah.
Like,
But even like when you go to the spread and you've got your Allens over there, you've got your natural confectionery, you've got
Yeah.
2 tons of chocolate over here. Like, just let me at that.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Look, and I'll have a Red Bull just to top it all off. Like, I really want to finish myself off. It's 43 degrees outside. Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting pumped. I've had to bowl 30 straight from one end.
Yeah.
Haven't spun one all day.
Yeah. I always found it weird in Australia when someone had had a coffee, like an instant coffee, a tea.
Yeah,
Because in the
not
UK,
interested in
you
that.
have a cup of tea, right? Like, and that's quite nice because the weather conditions are suitable, and also just it's nice to share that cultural experience. But like coffee in Australia, it's 37 degrees. What are you doing?
Yeah, that doesn't
know?
make sense to me.
Have a can of Coke like a grown-up.
Not yeah, exactly right. Smack it. Not a Coke Zero. Actually, sorry, I'm on Diet Coke. That'll be heaps better for me.
That's right.
Do you think they could turn afternoon tea into a culinary experience though? Like you're using the same style of food, like your fairy breads and your
Yeah.
sausage rolls and stuff like
Okay.
that. But let's say it's organised by, a Michelin hat chef, or
Yeah.
or it could have a My Kitchen Rules, Channel 7 program, My Kitchen Rules for afternoon tea. Where clubs present their afternoon tea as judged by Michelin hat wearing chefs.
What if they did MasterChef for an afternoon tea? So one of the challenges was you've got
That's
to
our
create...
idea, don't you?
So that's where you're heading for this. Like,
Yeah.
so they've just got the kitchen on the side.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, you've got 10 minutes because this team's 8 down.
Yeah.
They're probably going to get bowled out before tea, so you have to have it ready in case they come off early. So that's the time pressure.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it. It's like the reverse sweep. Dollar signs just going off.
Yeah, you can see it. All of us, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're richer. I've already bought a house. So, we were talking to some of your colleagues earlier, Marcus Stoinis and Ashton Agar, and Stoinis said for afternoon tea he would like, sliced ribeye and Wagyu beef and lettuce cups.
Yep.
And Ashton Agar said he wanted charcuterie and Chardonnay.
Yep.
How do you respond to that?
Well, I think being a bit buzzed for the last session wouldn't be the worst thing. Like, to get you through a long day. This is especially if it's like a 90-over day.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a 2-dayer.
Yeah.
Clubland. You've only bowled 53 up till tea. You've got 47 in the last session. You're going to be finished at 7:30. Pacino's across the road's going to be closed, so you won't be able to get a pasta on the way home. Pizza on the way home. Damn, I've got to get Macca's again. And then, I think you can actually have a mixture of those two. I like the lettuce cups idea. It's not the worst. A Moreton Bay bug sort of thing.
Oysters.
Yeah. Oysters.
I couldn't give it any words.
And not Kilpatrick, just natural.
Yeah.
Imagine if you went to
Sydney Rock.
Imagine turning up to Doncaster.
Yeah.
Where's these oysters come from?
Yeah.
If you went to tea and the team was serving oysters and Chardonnay tea, I'm kind of into
We
it.
could do that as a punk thing, you know what I mean? Like just Fitzroy twos.
Yeah.
Playing.
Buzzed and a little bit toey in the in the last section.
A couple of hidden cameras. Watch them walk in. There's just like one of the great seafood platters made by a Michelin chef.
Yeah.
And some Chardonnay, and that's what they're served. And just see who gets into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell you what, Trent Lawford at Fitzroy Doncaster would have had a great time with some of these spread ideas.
Hits a big ball.
Oh, it's a big ball and does well at tea time.
Yeah.
Cashes
does
in.
well.
Yeah. Cashes in
Enjoyable
that
time.
tea.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed watching him walk back down to the change room with his plates.
Yes.
Multiple.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Multiple, yeah. He's
Okay.
solid.
Big bopper.
Okay. Good luck to him.
Still bowled 25 a day up the hill.
Yeah.
Nick him off.
Bit of word association.
Yeah, let's do that,
Yeah. So say something.
Oh, sorry, that's my spread.
Trying all these things that might get on TV, and we always just railroad it. You know what I mean? Like, every time. Anyway, just tell us what you think with these words. Like, you just say one word back, many words, doesn't really matter.
Right.
Just straight away, though. Spirit of cricket.
Fake.
Overrates.
Slow.
Man cats.
In fashion.
That's good.
Politics. Wow. Yeah. Any word. Just any word in the English language, man.
Look, just any one of them. I'm trying to just pick him out.
Yeah. Anything.
I want the top, the clock.
You're doing the edit now.
Cricket.
Cricket. Okay. Imran Khan.
Former player.
Go woke.
Go broke.
Oh wow, interesting. Beers after play.
Necessity.
Send-offs.
Cool.
Shulman Gill's shirtless selfie.
Rig.
Matildas.
Successful.
Carlos, don't you walk away from me.
What's that from?
That was from an exchange where Michael Clark and Karl Stefanovic were in a car.
No! Oh no, I'm sweating. Jimmy Anderson.
Worst chat.
Warner.
Dave Warner's book.
Must read.
Indeed.
Yeah, indeed.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it, Maxie.
Oh, God. That threw me off something. Carlos, don't you walk away.